my channel, Ogie Katana.
Hi, I'm Liz Duran from South Carolina, and my daughter Sophia and I wanted to enter the Philadelphia cream cheese contest by putting a spin on a family favorite, our Granny's eggplant parmesan. Don't you love that, Sophie? Yes, but we're putting a little extra something on it. We're going to add a little custard topping with our Philadelphia cream cheese. So, Sophie, are you ready to get started?
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Malasoni.
So we're going to cut our eggplant into 1/2-inch cubes. Now, when our granny makes eggplant parm, she cooks them big and round like that, and we put them in flour and fry them in oil. So this is a little bit different.
Chipola.
And see this little papery part? You just peel that papery part off.
I know.
All right, so if you keep your sunglasses on because you don't want the onions to make you cry.
Onions won't make me cry.
Oh no, they won't. 3 cloves of garlic. Hard, hard, hard. That's my girl. We're going to cook the eggplant first, about 4 tablespoons of olive oil. And we're going to stir it frequently. Yes, we don't want it to burn up, but we want it to get nice and golden brown.
But how's it gonna get golden brown?
Because we're going to cook it until it does.
It's getting brown, Mom.
Who knows Granny's eggplant parm better than Daddy? And our little secret twist on it is going to make it so exciting. He's going to say, "What's this?" We're going to say, "It's eggplant parm in a way you have never had it before." Thanks to Philadelphia cream cheese. So we've got to keep an eye on this eggplant. About 6 minutes, and it should be nice and golden brown, and then we'll move on to our onions. So a little more extra virgin olive oil back in the pan, about 2 tablespoons this time. Pan's already nice and hot from before, so look out, Sophie. Here comes the onion. You ready? And away it goes. Woo, here we go. That's why we always have to work as a team, so we make sure we're careful.
Okay, yeah.
So about 5 minutes for the onions, and then right at the end we're gonna throw in the garlic. You know, Paula Dean has 2 sons, and she's always in the kitchen with her 2 boys. What do you think about that?
That means kind of good.
I think it's kind of good too. Do you ever see any of our boys in the kitchen cooking with us?
No.
No. I think the neat thing about this recipe is that it's an entree and it doesn't have meat in it. And we as a family are vegetarians 1 day a week. The rest of the week we eat steak.
Pomodoro salsa.
Let's just put that right in. So this is a 28-ounce can.
Can I help?
Of chopped tomatoes, and that's all we need. And we're going to stir that up very gently because we don't want to get tomato sauce on your beautiful little apron.
That's how you're supposed to do it. When something is on your apron, that means it won't get on your shirt. And that's how you do aprons. My pay.
Now we're going to add our spices. I have here a 1/2 teaspoon of red pepper. You might want to put a little tiny bit less than that if you don't like the red pepper. I have a 1/2 teaspoon of dried oregano.
Let me do it.
Oh, I'm going to let you do the next one, Sophia. And then I have 1/2 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. Drop it in there, Sophia. Good. Okay, so now we're going to stir all this up. We're going to let it boil, reduce our heat, and let it simmer for about 5 minutes. Okay, Mommy's going to walk over to her wine, which has calmed her down very nicely. Perfect. Now we have mixed the tomato mixture into our pre-cooked eggplant. We're going to let this sit. It's very important to sample as you go along because you never know. It might need a little salt. It might need a little something. And that is so good. I could just put that on pasta and eat it. But that's not what's happening. We are taking this to the next level. Okay, so in just a minute, we're going to layer our tomato and eggplant mixture in our custard cups with some cheese. But the neat part is we're going to make a lovely custard topping for them with our Philadelphia cream cheese. So this is how we're going to do it. First, we're going to melt some butter in my 1 1/4 quart saucepan. Do you love butter? Oh, butter. This gets her to eat anything. All right, so in goes 1/2 stick of butter. Here we go. Melt it up. Nice and low heat. Don't want to brown it. Just want to melt it. We are going to whisk in 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour And we're going to continually stir it for about 2 or 3 minutes. We want to cook out that flour taste and make a nice roux for our custard. So it won't take long at all, but don't let it brown. Don't walk away from it. Just whisk it.
They got the cream cheese.
So since we're melting that butter nice and slow, we have time to chop up into little cubes 8 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese. Now you want this pre-softened. You don't want it to be too cold when you drop it into the roux that we're about to make. So we've had it sitting out now for quite a while. Sophie, if you think butter is good, this is what you're going to really love. Philadelphia cream cheese.
Cream cheese.
I've been whisking my flour and my butter for 2 minutes. It looks good. I'm going to add milk. Excellent. Now we're going to let that come to a boil. But don't stop stirring it, ladies. This is our important step, and we don't want to mess this part up. This is wonderfully thick. It's been boiling while I've been whisking it for about 2 minutes, and now here we go. We're adding in our Philadelphia cream cheese. Look at this. This is fabulous.
Parmesan.
A half a cup of grated Parmesan. So it's cheese on top of cheese, on top of milk, on top of butter. Sophie, you're going to have to stop eating the cream cheese or I'm not going to have enough for the recipe. I understand it's fabulous, but you just have to, you have to control yourself.
Over.
Okay, so all we need 4 egg yolks. We'll take about 1/4 of this and start to mix it into the eggs. So Sophie, give it a little stir.
Okay, yes ma'am.
We've warmed up those eggs with our sauce. We don't want to cook them. We just want to warm them up. So let's add the rest.
I'll stir it.
And let's commence to some stirring, Miss Sosie.
Mommy, I will do it, not you. I don't need any help. Looks good, doesn't it?
Nice, right?
Yep, very nice. Right.
So here we are. We're going to assemble our entree cups. I have 8 to 10 ounce custard cups. I have greased them. They are on a rimmed cookie sheet, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a little bit of our absolutely delicious eggplant and tomato mixture, stick it on the bottom. We're going to put a little bit of mozzarella cheese right there on top. And here we go for a second helping. Sosie of the eggplant and the tomato. Oh, let's just get some more because this is mine. That's right there. Okay, and then take a little bit of our custard topping and spread it nice and even across the top. It can be an entree, it can be a side dish, it could be your first course instead of soup. This is just too much fun. Oh, and easy to assemble. 400-degree oven, about 30 minutes. We're gonna keep our eye on it though, because we want our custard to get nice and golden brown on the top. We don't want to overcook it, so we're going to have to watch it. So our custard cup of yummy goodness has come out of the oven. We're going to taste our eggplant parm with our Philadelphia cream cheese custard on the top. So what I want to do is I want to dig my fork way down deep. Oh my goodness, y'all, look at this. You can see the tomatoes and the eggplant, and look at that yummy custard top with all the cheese on it. Oh. You got the tomato and the cheese. And the tang of the cream cheese and that custard. So here's our spin, ladies. We have an eggplant parm cup with a Philadelphia cream cheese custard. We have our broccoli. We have our polenta baked in the oven with a little Parmesan cheese. Tie it all up. Serve this to your family. They'll think you worked all night. You didn't really work that hard. So enjoy it, and enjoy it, Miss Paula Dean. Can you say goodbye to Paula Dean?
Bye.
Bye, Miss Paula Dean. Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Cream cheese in, Sophie. I love green cheese. I can't stop eating it.